This is Breathedge. It's a new sci-fi comedy game, and I really like this kind of game, so I thought that I'd play it. And boy, I'm glad I did, because this level is fantastically designed. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Most sci-fi levels are modular and go on for acres. This one is quite small. It's just one room, and not even a very large room. So, why do I like this so much? Because it is a great example of being inspired by a real-world thing and taking all of the juice from that real-world thing and sticking it in your game. It's very clear that this was all inspired by camper vans and mobile homes, specifically the older ones from like the 60s and 70s. For example, we've got some wood grain paneling. Wood grain paneling is something that makes sense for space because you don't want to get overloaded on those flat whites and blues and grays. We don't see it very often though because it's considered chintzy and cheap, but this is a comedy game and it's supposed to feel chintzy and cheap. It's a great fit. Similarly, these chrome railings there in a mobile home to keep you safe when the car is rocking or whatever. But here in a space game, it makes sense because they are the railings that you would hold when your gravity gives out. And this is something that's always missing from sci-fi levels. It's like, your gravity's not guaranteed. Where are your rails? Well, here they are. So even though it's a comedy game, it's really, really well thought out. And all of the inspiration that they took from mobile homes was repurposed to fit perfectly into the sci-fi environment. That's really, really powerful, and it's really well done here. And it's something that I don't see enough of. Strongly consider not simply trying to make your sci-fi stuff out of nothing. Don't just sit down and say, I'm going to put in some curves. Try and draw from reality, because there are times when you're going to find something like this, and it's like, he probably saw chairs very similar to this on some kind of mobile home or diner or something and said, those crappy chairs are exactly what I want in my sci-fi comedy game. And you can do the same thing. You don't have to always think of everything out of whole cloth. Here's the secret. If you're thinking of it out of whole cloth, out of your own head, without any references, you're actually just using the most common references. It's that simple, because all you're doing is taking the things that you happen to remember best from the various movies and shows that you've seen and putting it together. It's much more powerful if you can draw references from things that aren't so overused. And Mobile Homes was a great choice. Mobile Homes is a perfect fit for a sci-fi game where you're in a tight environment and you don't really have a lot of freedom and you can't go outside very easily. This is a really, really well thought out environment. And absolute kudos to the devs who made Breathedge, because this is really nice. Oh, even the toilet. It's obviously a space toilet, but it's inspired by mobile homes and aircraft rather than by, instead of trying to make it look futuristic, they tried to make it look like a cheap mobile home toilet. And that's a really fantastic idea. This is just all around a fantastic, fantastic set. That's it.